So far, we have dealt with positive exponents and zero exponents. Can we have negative exponents? That is, can we have numbers which have negative power? Do there exist numbers with negative exponents? Say we have 2 to the power negative 1. Let us see if we can find the value of this exponential number. Now observe what we have here. This is 2 raised to the power 3. This means that 2 is multiplied with itself 3 times. So this is 2 into 2 into 2. This is 2 raised to the power 2. This means that 2 is multiplied with itself 2 times. So this is 2 into 2. 2 to the power 1 is equal to 2. 2 to the power 0 is 1. As we have already studied, any non-zero number raised to the power 0 is equal to 1. Now, do you observe a pattern here? Well, yes, there is a pattern here. As the power increases by 1, we need to multiply by 2. So, as the power increases by 1, we have to multiply it by 2. Or, as the power decreases by 1, we need to divide by 2. So, in coming from here to here, we divide by 2. In coming from here to here, we divide by 2. And in coming from here to here, we divide by 2. Now let us see what happens if we decrease the power by 1. So 0 minus 1 gives negative 1. So if we decrease the power by 1, we'll get 2 to the power negative 1. What is this equal to? Well, following this pattern, we need to divide by 2. So it will be 1 divided by 2. 1 divided by 2. So 2 to the power negative 1 is 1 divided by 2, or we can say 1 divided by 2 to the power 1. So 2 to the power negative 1 is 1 divided by 2 to the power 1. Now what if we decrease the power by 1 further? So 2 to the power negative 1, if the power is decreased by 1, it becomes 2 to the power negative 2. We need to divide this by 2. So this is equal to 1 by 2 divided by 2. That is 1 by 2 into 2. Now 2 into 2 is 2 multiplied 2 times. So we can represent it in exponential form as 2 to the power 2. So 2 to the power negative 2 is 1 divided by 2 to the power 2. This is what we have. 2 to the power negative 2 is equal to 1 divided by 2 to the power 2. And this holds for all the numbers. So if we have an exponential number with a negative exponent, that is, if we have a number in the form of a to the power negative n, we can write it as 1 divided by a to the power n. So this a to the power negative n goes to the denominator, and negative n, the sign of the exponent changes and it becomes n. The base remains the same as a. Now can you find the value of 2 to the power negative 3? Let us use the law which we have learned just now. So we can write it as 1 divided by 2 to the power 3. We take it to the denominator. This exponent changes its sign. So negative 3 becomes positive 3. The base remains the same. So 1 divided by 2 to the power 3. Now 2 to the power 3 is 2 multiplied by itself 3 times. So this is 2 into 2 into 2. 2 into 2 is 4. 4 into 2 is 8. So this is 1 by 8. So this is what we have. Now can you find the value of this exponential? Well, we have learned that if we have an exponential in the form of a to the power negative n, we can write it as 1 divided by a to the power n. We see that we have a negative here in the exponent. So our aim is to make it positive. How can we make it positive? By taking it to the denominator in this manner. So we write it as 1 divided by negative 3 to the power 2. Now note that the sign of the exponent changes, but the sign of the base remains the same. So this negative goes off, but this negative is still there because the base remains the same. We have a here, we have a here. So the base remains the same. Only the sign of exponent changes. And this is negative 3 multiplied by itself 2 times. So negative 3 into negative 3. So we have 1 in the numerator and negative 3 into negative 3 in the denominator. Negative 3 into negative 3 is 9. So the answer is 1 by 9. This holds for fractional bases as well. So if we have 1 by 3 raised to the power negative 4, we can write it as 1 divided by 1 by 3 to the power 4. And this can be simplified further using the laws of exponents, which we'll learn in future lectures. Negative fraction raised to the power negative 2. Again, we can write it as 1 divided by negative 5 by 2. This negative 2 becomes positive. So negative 5 by 2 raised to the power 2. So we have seen that this law holds for positive integers, negative integers, fractions, which may be positive or negative. But we missed out 0. So what is 0 raised to a negative power? That is, what is 0 to the power negative 2? Let us try and find it in a manner which we have learned till now. So if we write this as 1 divided by 0 to the power 2, this becomes 1 divided by 0 into 0, which is 1 by 0. But division by 0 is not possible. So this is undefined. Hence, we cannot raise 0 to negative power. So 0 raised to a negative exponent does not exist. So because division by 0 is not possible. So this is what we have learned. If we have 10 raised to negative 5, we can write it as 1 divided by 10 to the power 5. If we have this, that is, if we have 1 divided by 10 to the power 5, we can write it in this manner. So if we have 1 divided by an exponential number, we can write it in this manner by changing the sign of the exponent. So we can take this to the numerator and change the sign of the exponent. So this is what we have done. Now just like positive exponents are used to represent very large numbers, negative exponents can be used to represent very small numbers. For example, the size of an atom. An atom is 1,000,000 times smaller than human hair. So it is so small that it is 1,000,000 times smaller than human hair. the diameter of an atom ranges from these many meters to these many meters. Now this is 1 divided by 10 to the power 10 meters. That is 1 divided by 1 followed by 10 zeros meters. And this is 5 divided by 10 to the power 10 meters. Using negative exponents, we can write it as 1 into 10 to the power negative 10 meters. And we can write this as 5 into 10 to the power negative 10 meters. So we can represent these complicated numbers in a simpler manner using negative exponents. So this is not only easier to read and write, but also easier to remember, and the scope of making mistakes is also lesser. So these small numbers can be represented in a simpler manner using negative exponents.